بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, and welcome to another episode of التعبير القرآني, where we go through the text التعبير القرآني by Dr. Fadil Salih Samirai, and we try to understand basically what he's trying to say in this text, what message is he giving us, by also analyzing the sarf and the not the sarf, sorry, the nahu of the sentences, so that we can be able to benefit from this text from every angle. All right, and yesterday we had done quite a bit. We had finished page 10, and basically, again, Dr. Fadil is just talking about giving more evidences to support his argument. So he had finished giving us, he was going into off on a tangent about how the Arabs, in their speech, it happens a lot, the fact that they would use plural for less and they would use singular for more. And he gave us an example as far as sifas are concerned. الرماح تكسرنا versus, no, sorry, not here, but أشجار مثمرات versus أشجار مثمرة, where the sifa is used in that sense. And then yesterday we looked at how plurals are used also in that sense, where he gave us the example of الرماح تكسرنا by using the hunna version versus الرماح تكسرت using the here version. And in the here version, it means more. In the hunna version, it means less. So that's where we were, and he had explained that concept. Okay, what's happening? Okay. And now he's gonna complete that discussion. And let's see what else he's gonna talk about that. So who wants to participate? Okay, so we have Sultana and Fauzia. So Sultana, you can do up to this point. I think the grammar is not going to be so difficult. And then Fauzia, you can finish up to that point. All right. You can begin.
فهو جري على سنن كلام جرى. فهو جرى على سنن كلام العربي سنن كلام العربي في التعبير. في التعبير. So جرى على سنن كلام العربي في التعبير. So فهو, this is جملة في sorry اسمية. هو is مبتدا, فا is عطف or استنافية. It can be sister.
Yeah, استنافية I think
جرى
works better.
is خبر. So جرى is خبر, على is حرف جر, سنني is مضاف, كلامي is مضاف إليه مضاف, and العربي is مضاف إليه. So this whole is جار مجرور متعلقان بالخبر جرى.
Yes.
في التعبير, and this is another متعلق.
Beautiful.
Or can it be? Yes.
Yeah.
والقرآن أنزل بلسان
Do you see?
عربي.
والقرآن
أنزل. I was not able to say. والقرآن أنزل باللسان عربي مبين. عربي بلسان.
Is it a مضاف?
بلسان. أنزل بلسان. بلسان. جي. بلسان عربي مبين. عربيا مبينا.
What do you think Arabi is?
عربي باللسان أنزل.
The connection between
so this should be عربي because of نائب الفاعل, sister.
Of what?
نائب الفاعل of.
So بلسان.
Oh, I think it's صفة.
So you see, it's kind of connected, because what kind of a tongue is it describing? لسان عربي مبين. Clear Arabic language.
Okay.
Yeah.
जी. So this whole jumla is khabar to al-Quran. Okay.
Yeah.
Unzila bilisani arbin mubinin. जी. وغير ذلك
غيره.
وغيره.
So there's no need for making it anything else. It's beginning a new sentence, so we make it مبتدا. وغير ذلك وغيره.
وغير ذلك وغيره. فأي أيو this is it. فأي أي فأيو. Okay, Mustafa. إيجاز
So أيو is always going to be a مضاف.
Okay, إيجازي. فأي إيجازي هذا أيها الناس. إيجاز هذا أيها الناس.
أيها الناس. So when you have منادى, what happens? When I'm calling someone.
أيها الناس. No, we need to have a harf nida, right? But here we don't have. Haza ayyuhan nasu. This should be khabar for haza.
Yeah. No, no, not really.
Haza ismu ishara.
هذا is the khabar of هذا is something else. أيها الناس is separate.
إيجاز هذا أيها الناس. Okay. أيها الناس. أيو إيجازي هذا أيها العلماء.
إعجاز. Because again, nothing is making it light, so we have to make it heavy. تنوين.
إيجاز. هذا أيها العلماء. المفتونون. علماء المفتونون بالعلم. مفتونون بالعلم. Okay. So Arbian وغيره is مبتدا وذلك وغيره. غيره is مضاف, my sister. غيره is مضاف. ذلك is مضاف إليه, right? So مضاف مضاف إليه in the combination is forming مبتدا.
Yes. And then the same structure is repeating itself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So can you be able to translate any of that?
I'm able to translate the part on Quran was sent on in the Wazi Arabic language, that is clear Arabic language. وغيره. وغيره. ذلك فأي إيجاز. عاجز يوجز إيجازا. عاجز إيجاز. Now, sister, you help me out with translation.
Okay, no problem. Let's figure it out. Okay. Okay. So let's just start from the beginning. فهو جرى على سنن كلام العرب في التعبير. So he جرى, you know, جرى يجري. تجري. Yes, to flow. So he flowed upon sunnah. We know sunnah. What is sunnah? Tradition. على سنن كلام العرب. So he flowed upon the tradition of the speech of the Arabs, so upon the Arabic traditional speech, if you will, في التعبير, in expression. In other words, he's saying the Quran did not go against the Arabic speech. This is the tradition, how, and he has proved his point. He has said that this happens a lot. So the Quran, remember, what was his point? Why did he go into this tangent, into all this explaining plural is less and singular is more? Because he quoted an ayah here. He was talking about how ayyam, this is what started the whole discussion. He was talking about how al-ayyam, days, was mentioned less, and yawmun was mentioned more. So he's saying the Quran didn't go against the Arabic speech. In fact, فهو جرى على سنن كلام العربي في التعبير. In fact, it actually flowed upon the same tradition of Arabic speech in expression. وَالْقُرْآنُ أُنزِلَ بِلِسَانٍ عَرَبِيٍّ مُبِينٍ. And the Quran has been sent down in the clear Arabic language. Literally, it means tongue, lisan, tongue. But of course, in this case, it's used to mean language. Yeah, the Quran was sent down in the clear Arabic language. وغير ذلك وغيره, and so on and so forth. This is an expression to mean so on and so forth, or literally means and that and like that, and other than that and other than that. But nobody speaks like that in English, so you say وغير ذلك وغيره. There's a question here. So في التعبيري is متعلق to what? Okay, let's see. So هو is the مبتدا. The whole thing is the خبر, right? جرى is a فعل على سنن كلام العربي. That's our first متعلق. في التعبيري, that's our second متعلق. So جرى في التعبيري. He flowed in terms of expression, in expression. So this في التعبيري is a متعلق بالفعل number 2. Goes back to جرى. Yeah. Okay. Then والقرآن, here is the مبتدا, and whatever comes after it is the خبر. And then inside that خبر أنزل, this is a فعل
مجهول.
Yeah, فعل مجهول. And then بلسان عربي مبين is a متعلق بالفعل. Yeah.
Why is it majhul? Is it not from Aslama? Oh no.
No, it's not from Aslama, but I'm thinking if it is أنزل. If it is لازم and therefore متعدي بحرف باء, and in that case then this بلسان عربي مبين would be the مفعول of, well, will be like the نائب الفاعل in this case, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if أنزل is لازم or not. Like أنزل
Or
is...
can it be majhul of nazala, Nana?
Yeah, it can.
Unzala, matlab I brought down. Matlab I sent down. I don't.
أنزل, he sent
Unzala.
down. Yeah, no,
Unzala.
yeah, it's متعدي. He sent something down. He sent it down. So yeah, so this would just be متعلق. بلسان عربي مبين would be the متعلق to أنزل.
Yeah.
Sister Ram, I was just checking nazala. It comes with harf B.
That's nazala. Yeah, I was confusing nazala with anzala. This is anzala.
This is anzala. Aslama family, right?
Yeah, so this is mutaaddi.
This is mutaaddi. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's passive madi.
So this is I will be sending sister unzila. So this is
it was sent.
Right?
Unzila. It was sent. Because it's madi and it's majhul.
Okay. Unzila.
Yeah, it was sent.
It was sent.
Somebody else had a question? Are we all good?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So and then you have وغيره مبتدا, and then of course غيره مضاف, ذلك مضاف إليه. So that whole is one bucket, مبتدا. There's no خبر here, it's محذوف. And then you have غيره, same thing happening. It's the same structure, and this together as a phrase is used to mean and so on and so forth.
What will be the proper translation of this, sister? غيره is other.
Other than that,
غيره.
and other than that.
Other.
But you can't say that in English. Like, it's just weird. Nobody has ever used that expression ever in English. Like, yeah, you're giving examples, and instead of saying etc., maybe that's something you can actually translate it as etc. Yeah, and so on, or etc. So on and so forth, right? That would be the way to say it.
Ji.
Okay. Then we come to this part. فأي إعجاز هذا أيها الناس. And this is the part that I was dreading in this whole, but yeah, we're not going to go into details, to be honest, because I think that will just cause a lot more confusion until I package this, the class for Asma'ul Istifham together. I think I don't want to cause any more confusion. You can do some reading on your own, and maybe if you need further clarification, I can be able to assist if I know. But other than that, we'll just do a basic understanding. So when it comes to ayu, there are so many kinds of ayu, and that's why I don't like this word, because ayu, there are about 7 different kinds, 5 different kinds. Even the scholars don't agree. Like some would say there are 4 kinds of ayu, some would say 5, some would say 6, some would say 7. Yeah, and they can't even agree like how many there are there. There's ayu mawsula, there's ayu istifhamiya like this one, there's ayu shartiya. Like let me give you examples in English so that perhaps you can understand why this word is complicated. If I say give me whichever ball. Give me whichever ball. Again, ayu means which. In all cases, it means which or whichever. So give me whichever ball. In that sense, it's ayu mawsula. Or if I say, which ball did he give me? Question, which ball did you give me? Or if I said, which other one is there? I've even forgotten this. Okay, so there's a mawsula. Oh, shartiya. Whichever ball you give me, I will reward you. Yeah, sounds like a condition. Whichever ball you give me, I will reward you. Okay, so you see that so many different kinds of, and there are so many other kinds. There's the one that comes with ayyuha just next to it. Ayyuha. Yeah, ya ayyuhan nas. Ya ayyuhar rijal, or ayyuhar rijal. There's that one also in that sense. Yeah.
Sister Lam, which one was the second one that you said? First one is Mausul and second one is?
Istifhamiya, question. The one we're going to deal with today. So istifhamiya, then you have shartiya, then you have the one that comes with ayyu, or ayyuha with nida, and then so many others, yeah, that we're not going to go into that discussion. So there are quite several of them. Some would say 4, some would say 5, some would say 6, up to 7. I've seen up to like 7 different kinds of ayu. Now, when it comes to ayu al-istifhamiya, it is the only ism istifham that is mu'rab. In other words, it's the only one that is fully flexible. Because we talked about man, and Fawzia had asked a question about mabni. What does that mean? You look at man, you will always see man mabni ala sukun. ما مبني على السكون. كيف مبني على الفتح. متى كيف مبني على السكون. What else is there? كم مبني على السكون. Like all this asma'ul istifham, ayyana, all of them, they're mabni. They're never going to change. They always will be in that form. But ayu, see, it already comes with a dhamma. It can be ayu, it can be ayyi, it can be ayya. Yeah, depending on how it comes in the sentence. So that's one thing that you need to know about ayu al-istifham. The other thing is it will always come as a mudaf. Always come as a mudaf. So it and its mudaf ilay, they're going to come as one bucket like that. Ayu i'jazin is one bucket. Right? Now, if we want to know the i'rab, we have to look, like in every other ism istifham, we look at what comes after it. Yeah, what role it's playing in the sentence, you look at what comes after it. So if whatever comes after it is a proper ism, then that proper ism is going to be the mubtada, and ayu is going to be its khabar. All right? And if whatever comes after it is isim nakira, is a common isim, then of course ayu becomes a mubtada, and the isim that is nakira is common becomes a khabar. All right. And then there are other things that I don't want to go into, like if it comes with a fi'il, what happens, and if the fi'il is lazim, and then it could be maf'ul bih. Like this thing ayu, honestly, it could be so many things, and I don't want to complicate life. It can be so many different things depending on just what it is doing in the sentence. So we'll just focus on this particular sentence and what comes after it. As you can see, whatever comes after it, it's proper. What comes after it is proper. So that means this هذا is our mubtada, and then أي إعجاز is our khabar. In other words, it's like saying هذا أي إعجاز. This, what kind of miracle? Which miracle? This, which miracle is this? Like it's so fantastic. This is which kind of miracle, right? So that's kind of how you look at it. So this becomes a mubtada, and this becomes a khabar. And then ayyuhan nas is of course nida, and this ayyu is the ayyu that comes with ya and nida. So it's another kind of ayyu, not the same kind as this one. This one is a question word, and this one is the ayyu that comes with nida. All right. And normally it would be the sifa. It will be classified as the sifa to be, yeah, it's the sifa or the munada. Why am I confused? The munada, then harf nida. Let me just confirm something. Yeah. So this is the munada, sorry. So this will be the munada, and whatever comes after it is going to be the sifa to the munada. Okay. So that's how you look at that. Of course, the harf nida is mahdhuf here. It's like saying, فَأَيُّ إِعْجَازٍ هَذَا يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ. What kind of miracle is this, O people? So the ya harf nida is understood. It's mahdhuf in this case. So you have the ya harf nida, and this is our munada, and whatever comes after the ayyuha, the munada, is the sifa to ayyuha. You can see it matches 4 properties, and that's why it's the sifa. So far, are we clear?
So it should have been in the other way, sister. Ya ayyuhan nasu fa ayyu ijazin haza. So this was
that would be like a
jawabun nida.
basic. Yes. Yes, yeah, that would be it. That's like, when you're speaking without any emotions, like when you're just speaking to a neutral audience, you are not speaking with any exaggeration or anything. But remember how this author is speaking. Like he really wants to convince you, and he wants to make his point come across. So this is the balagha thing, like the way somebody speaks. If you speak to an audience that is refuting or rejecting, you add more emphasis. Like I want to convince you. Like if an audience has doubt, I add more emphasis to try and convince you how true this is. So he's speaking to us like as if we are doubting if Quran is really miraculous. So now, because he wants to convince us, he's using a lot of emphasis and a lot of exaggeration and a lot of emotive speech to incite our emotions and things like that. So he says, فَأَيُّ إِعْجَازٍ هَذَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ. فَأَيُّ, like he's speaking as if he's giving a khutbah, right? Right? Just to make the point come across. Yeah, but you're right. So essentially this would be, ya ayyuhan nas, ayyu, and then this would be the answer. فَأَيُّ إِعْجَازٍ هَذَا would be the jawab of nida. Yes.
Jawabun nida. Ji, ji.
Yeah. And then he repeats the same structure. Again, repetition in balagha adds emphasis. So he's really stressing the point. Like he wants to drill this point, and it's as if we are doubting that the Quran is miraculous. So he is adding more emphasis and doing repetition, uses the same structure. أَيُّ إِعْجَازٍ هَذَا أَيُّهَا الْعُلَمَاء. What kind of, or which kind of miracle is this, or you scholars? So now he's calling scholars, and he started with people, and then he went to scholars, people who read books, and then he went to أيها المفتنون بالعلم. المفتونون or مفتنون. I don't remember this word. Do you guys remember what this word is?
It's مفتونون.
مفتونون. Okay. Oh, aware. Okay. Fatina.
Yeah. It
to
comes
be
from
aware.
Fatana Yafiku.
Yeah, so those who are conversant with knowledge, those who are, what is the word?
Maftoon.
Yeah, but the way let me see how I translated it. أيها المفتونون.
Openers of knowledge.
Fascinated. You know, there are people who are knowledge enthusiasts, is what I would call مفتونون بالعلم. People who are enthusiastic about knowledge, like people who are fascinated and like, yeah, they love knowledge so much. Yeah. Any questions there so far? So I think IU was the big discussion there, but I didn't go into details because I don't want to confuse you too much.
So these are two different sentences then?
Yes. Where?
Okay.
Which one?
The
Like
Ayu
this
Ijazin Haza is one sentence and they're just connected by question answer.
So here's the thing. I mean, Sultana mentioned something, but I didn't want to go into details because we haven't covered that anywhere. So there's harfun nida, and then the munada, and then the jawabun nida. So like, for example, if I call, Ya Ahmad, ta'al. Ya Ahmad is the nida, is the calling part. And then ta'al is the jawab of that calling. Like I can't just come and say, Ahmad. Ahmad what? You can just call somebody and stop there. Like either you're calling them to do something, you're drawing their attention because of something. So always nida has kind of like two parts. I'm calling you, and then there's something I'm trying to bring to your attention. That's why I'm calling you, right? So in this case, ya ayyuhan nas would be the calling bit, ayyuhan nas, and then ayyu i'jazin hada would be now the response to that calling. What did I want to tell you? I wanted to tell you that how amazing this is. But by changing the order like this, he's adding more emphasis and he's adding exaggeration and things like that. So maybe in future we can also look at, yes, we can look at nida.
But it is again forming maful bihi itself, my sister, for this fail. End of the thing, it is same like kaifa. If it is a fail, it happens if it comes before. It is in the same way this ayu is also playing here. Yeah, ayyuhan nas. So normally, ayyuhan nas, yeah, ayyuhan nas. So we consider a fail mahzoof before that. I called, which is, so this will be munada. So this will be.
But where's the, well, yeah, so
maful
the fa'il
bihi.
is,
so
yeah.
munada maful bihi and this fail is that mahzoof.
Yes, the fa'il is yeah, let's not go into details because I don't want to, I'm not very confident with
My sister
munada.
since morning he has told about that kaifa, what is it? No, that has been going from yesterday in my mind. Okay, when to consider this as maful, okay, if it is the fail there, so that part. Now, as you said, ayu is again istifham and it has come before and it is forming this, but what is it doing with the jumla? So with this example, like I feel okay, let us make us sit in the thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but maybe inshallah in the future we can do like a detailed dive into it, because I don't want to introduce like a new topic, like just like that. It's going to cause a lot of confusion. Yeah, so let's, yeah, in future maybe I would do proper.
One question, if you take it as maful, then it should be nasab, then ya ayyuhan nasa.
No, yeah, well, munada is always nasab. Munada, so this is why I didn't want to go into it. Munada is always nasab. If you look at the categories of things that are mansub, munada is one of them. But when it doesn't get its maf'ul, its mudaf ilay, it kind of like starts acting like a brat, and it's like, okay. So, you know, like, for example, if I say, Ya Abdullahi, I don't say Ya Abdullahi, I say Ya Abda Allahi, right? Okay, then in that case, it's fulfilling the conditions of munada. But here, because the mudafil, and there's more to this. I'm simplifying this, but there is more to this discussion. But the mudafila is
Okay.
not mentioned. Or if it's just followed by an isim alam, like for example, an-nas is an isim alam. There's nothing to it. It's just ya Ahmad. I won't say ya Ahmada. I will say ya Ahmadu. It's an isim alam. Ya an-nas. I won't say ya an-nasa. I say an-nasu. So when it's followed by an isim alam, then it becomes fi mahalli nasab. Even though lafdan, there's a dhamma on it, but it's fi mahalli nasab because it's munada. Or rather, in this case, it's a sifa to a munada.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, one
Got
day
it.
we'll discuss all these things in details, inshallah. Yeah, when I'm also confident to discuss them. Also, the other reason why I
So
don't like to discuss them is because I'm not 100% confident. So that's the other thing. Yes, go on.
So I'm not getting this at all, and I don't want you to get into details right now either, because we are not there yet. But for now, should we just leave the Arab of this, or is there a simple way to Arab this right now?
For now, just know that this part is the khabar of hada. I think that would be
Okay.
like a simpler way of looking at it.
Okay.
And then this part, just leave it.
Okay.
Let's know. Yeah. And then later on, hopefully when I become more confident and I have done proper research, we can do a class and hopefully it'll become clearer.
Yeah, you can say that Ayyuhan nas is a nida, and then Fayyu Ajaz is a jawab nida, and within that jawab nida we have mubtada and khabar. That's it. Full stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've understood, if you have understood something about this part, then you can look at it that way. If you haven't understood anything about this part, then just leave it alone. You don't need it for now. As long as you understand what the meaning, what the person is trying to say. What kind of miracle is this, people? What kind of miracle is this, scholars? What kind of miracle is this, people fascinated with knowledge? Yeah. So that's how you can look at it. Any other questions?
Can we translate what is this? Maftununa bil ilm, like those fascinated by knowledge.
100%, yeah.
You can? Okay.
Yes. That would be the translation. I feel is the closest to what it means. Yeah. Fascinated by knowledge or knowledge enthusiasts. Right. Okay. All right, Fawzia, let's look at this next part. Unless there's anybody else who wants to say something. We're all good? Okay, let's go on.
ومن يدري ماذا سيجد بعد سيوجد.
This is, yes, سيوجد.
سيوجد بعد في دراسات القرآن الكريم. I'm going to stop here and then go back to the grammar.
Beautiful.
So wow, Ata? No, wow is the
yeah, it's enough.
Man is a mawsul, and then we've got little mawsul from all the way till from Yadri to all the way till Kareem, and inside we have Jumla Failure where Yadri is Fail Mudari. And then I'm going to just take a stab at this. I hope this is the Maza is Maful B of Yadri, and inside this is a giant Maful Bihi from Maza onward. And then inside this Maful Bihi, we've got Maza, which is Ism Istifhamiyya. Can we call it that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we've got Sayujaddu as Fail Mudare.
Majhul.
And then Sayujaddu, yeah. Fail Mudare Majhul. And then Badu fi Darasat al-Quran Kareem is a giant Mutaliq to Sayujaddu.
I'm going to put a comma here because Arabs don't know how to punctuate their stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to make it a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah, but then you
no.
put a dhamma on it.
I did, and that I was confused about this, and I was going to ask you. But if you put a comma there, then I'm clear. Then,
Yes.
okay. So then that badu is on its own, and fi darasatil Quran Kareem is a jar majroor. Fi being harf jar, darasati, majroor, and then I think this is darasatil Quran is idafa, and Kareem is the sifa of Quran.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to try and translate this. And who knows what he will find, and I don't know how to translate the badu, in the studies of the Noble Quran.
Yeah, so sayujaddu would be found because it's majhul.
Found.
Yeah,
Okay.
who knows what is going to be found? Bad, after. Bad, after. Or later. You can even say later. Who knows what is going to be found later? في دراسات القرآن الكريم, in the studies of the Noble Quran.
Why can't we take it on the ma'lum side? Like he finds.
Who finds?
He will find.
Who?
Who knows
The
what
pronoun
he
has
will
to go to somebody. Who?
Who knows? I mean, the one who. Who knows? The one who.
It doesn't make any sense. Who knows what he will find? Like it does. You can't say that the pronoun inside here goes back to the man, because
No, like
he's just asking. He's asking a rhetorical question. Who knows what is going to be found later on? Like, I'm not saying who knows what you're going to find or what he will find. Like, it doesn't make sense if I say who knows what he will find, what who would find. The question then becomes what who would find. Yeah,
Okay.
it makes more sense as majhul. Like, who knows what is going to be found later on? Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So again, this is why I encourage people to just read Arabic without tashkil every single day, because the more you read, the more you kind of just pick things like this. Like, how would you know that this is ma'lum or majhul? When you practice it. After practicing it so much, then you're like, oh, this makes more sense as majhul. This doesn't make sense. And like, we're going to see what happens next year. And then you can just know that this is something that just comes with practice. All right.
Okay. And one more question. Just I don't know anything about it, but can a jar majrur act as a mudaf ilayh?
No.
No, it can't. Okay.
No, you can't have jar majroor as a mudaf ilayh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why that comma was important there, because the jar majroor cannot act
Is
as a
separate.
mudaf ilayh. Yeah,
Right.
it's always going to be like that.
Yeah.
And because this badu doesn't have a mudaf ilayh, so it's in its own place with the dhamma. Okay. So I'm carrying on.
So what was man here in the sister? Was this made as jumla ismiya or failure? This jumla from there to there?
Jumla ismiya because it's man yadri. Who knows?
So man was mubtada and yadri till the last was made as khabar.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a mawsul, silatul mawsul.
Then
Yeah.
it has to go to something before, no, sister? If it is mawsul and sila, then it has to go towards any other thing, right? It will become only fragment, right? It won't be a jumla.
No, it's a question. It's man istifhamiyya. Who knows? Like, it's a question. Man istifham.
So it has
So
to be
that's the
mubtada.
mubtada. Man
Okay.
istifham.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. I have forgotten.
And this man over here is rafa, right?
Sorry?
This man over here is rafa, right?
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's the mubtada. It's fi mahalli rafa, but it's always going to be mabni ala sukun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the mubtada, it's acting like a file, isn't it?
This man in the beginning?
Yeah, this is a file, right?
No, this is
Of yadri?
mubtada. This is mubtada,
okay.
and the whole thing is the khabar.
Okay.
This is if it's man istifhamiyya, like it's a question word, then
Yeah.
remember if it comes with it, I'm not gonna go into that. Just yeah,
No.
this is the mubtada, this is the khabar.
Okay, okay.
Sister Ilham has so many things, but
Let's
not to share now.
let's
Subhanallah.
next time let's drop Tawil and hold a session on this question mark because they are
Inshallah. We'll wait with the fingers crossed, inshallah. But actually, we
Yeah.
consider Edri has a fail hua where the zamir goes back to man. It is in that
Yes.
way the balancing will happen. But
don't open the Pandora. Patara. Don't open. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Yeah. So let's just keep it simple. The man is a mubtada. Whatever comes after it is the khabar, this whole
it's a
entire
khabar.
thing.
Ji, sister.
And then we enter into that khabar is a jumla fi'liya. Yadri
Ji,
is the fi'l.
inshallah. Ji.
And then ماذا? Of course, ماذا now inside here. يدري ماذا up to the end is the مفعول به of يدري.
Inshallah.
Yeah. And
Ji,
then
sister.
this مفعول به you enter inside. And then you have another istifham. And then you have another khabar inside there that we're not going to ask questions about. So we're just going to go straight to the fi'l. And we say, okay, now this سيجد is مبني للمجهول فعل. And then بعده is a ظرف, special مضاف, remember? So this is a special مضاف. It doesn't have its مفعول به. That's why it has a dhamma on it. And of course, simple في دراسات القرآن. This is متعلق to this فعل. Yeah. Without going into details about the questions that are being posed.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah.
Yeah, come.
So
I know
we'll think of
question was-
Badu as mutalik also, although it does not have its mudaf ilayh,
Yes,
because they're
yes.
okay.
yes. So this is number
No
one. on
questions
this
about
matter.
questions. Students, no questions about questions. Please.
Yes. Let's keep the questions about questions at bay first.
Mm.
Okay. Fawzia, let's continue.
وماذا يرى
So,
this could be majhul as well. What the people will be shown.
yeah, or it could be ma'lum. So in this case,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. ماذا سيرى أن سيرى الناس
Exactly.
من إجابه
جائبه.
أجائبه and what will the people see? Will the people see from its wonders?
Right.
So again, wow, Atak, Maza is Istifhamia, Sayara is film. Yara. It's Madi, but it's in the future because of the Sa. Harf.
So Madi comes with sa.
Yes.
Madi. Sadahaba. So
No.
when we were doing
No,
we were doing,
Mudare.
so Mudare represents both present tense and future tense, always.
Always, okay. And Nasu, I would then give it a file of Yara.
Yes.
And Min Aja Ibihi is Mutallaq to Sayara.
Yes, exactly.
And oh, sorry. So it started with the Jumla. Would you say Maza would be a Jumla Ismiya? And then it's a Mubtada, and then the rest is the Khabar. And then the Khabar has the Jumla Fi'liya in it.
Yes,
Would that be the
exactly.
correct way of saying it? Okay.
Yes.
And then فَإِنَّ هَذَا الْكِتَابَ كَمَا قَالَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَآلِهِ وسلم لَا تَنْقَضِي أجائبه ولا يخلق من كثيرة كثرة الرد.
Yes. Raddi.
Raddi? Oh yes, Raddi.
Yes. Okay.
Fa would be ataf. Inna is has nasab. Hazal kitabi is ism of inna, and sama is jar majroor. Qala fil madi Rasulullah fa'il qala sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Did I break that down correctly? Yeah, that's mubtada. So for inna hazal kitaba is mubtada, and the rest is khabar.
Yes.
And then inside the khabar, we have the jar majroor muqaddam, then fil madi with the fa'il Rasulullah.
Okay. So this is our fi'al, this is our fa'il.
Ma is isma mausul. This will be silatul mausul, na sister. Kama.
Yes. Yes.
The whole
Actually,
jumla
ma
will be silatul
masdariya.
mausul.
No.
Ma
Oh,
masdariya.
sorry. Because this we translated as just as the messenger of the prophet said. So would it be ma mausulu?
No,
Jis
masdariya.
tarha.
Just
Kaqawli.
ma
It's like
masdariya.
saying, yeah, it's ma masdariya. Whenever you see ka with a ma, most of the time it's going to be ma masdariya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So will it be ism, sister? It will be ism, right?
Yeah.
Ma?
Ma masdariya, is it an ism? I forget these things. I don't remember.
Because yeah, after a harf jar, they need to be ism to get majroor.
Yes.
It cannot have a harf, right? Ji.
Yes. Yes. So it's an
Ma
ism.
would
Yes.
be the ism of ka.
Ism.
Yeah. Right.
Jar majroor muqaddam.
Jis
Correct?
Yeah. So
We
this
can't take
it.
Sorry, yeah, I masdariya, but just inquisitive. We can't take it as Mosul also. Is there a possibility? Like, this book is like what Rasulullah said.
You can, but most of the time when you have ka with a ma coming together, that's an indication that this is ma masdariya. Like that's a dead giveaway. When you see ka, dead giveaway that this is ma masdariya. It's like saying ka qawli. So you can replace this with a masdar and it just makes sense. Ka qawli Rasulillahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would look at this. Go on.
Yeah, please. Sorry, please.
Yeah, I was saying I would look at this as the muta'alliq, a giant muta'alliq going all the way to the end, because ka is harf jar, and then now this, so you have mubtada, muta'alliq. There's no khabar in this case. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Clear?
okay. Got it.
Yeah, and of course when you enter into the jar majroor, which is muta'alliq here, you have ma masdariya, which comes together with a fi'il to form like one masdar mu'awwal, one compound ism together. And then of course Rasulullahi, this sallallahu alayhi wasallam, this is the fa'il of qala. Of course that's the outside doer there. And then of course now this is what we are quoting. This is the maqul al-qawl. في محل نصب مفعول به of qala. And when we enter into that bucket, لا تنقضي, we have لا النافية, just a normal negation, nothing is happening here. So that's why you see تنقضي, nothing happened to it. So لا تنقضي عجائبه, انقضى, this is again, this is لازم, that's why this is the fa'il of that, عجائبه. ولا يخلق, again another just negation here, and it does not. So here the fa'il is the inside pronoun huwa. So ولا يخلق من jar majroor كثرة الردي, that's one giant jar majroor. Is that clear so far? Any questions? Did we translate this? Not so sure.
No, we didn't touch it.
No.
You went ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes,
So,
please.
La tanqadi is don't run out. and ajabuhu is its file, so its wonders don't run out.
Mhm.
And yakhluqu, it would not be worn out,
Mhm.
min kasrati raddi, from much repetition.
Mhm.
So indeed, this book, like what, just as the messenger just as the messenger of Allah said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that its
Mhm.
wonders don't run out, and much repetition would not wear it out.
Exactly.
Where
And
did we get this meaning of wear out? Yakhluqu, doesn't it mean to create?
no, this is يخلق. خلق يخلق.
Okay.
It's a different word. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and this
okay.
this has the meaning of being worn out, getting old, getting antiquated. Like,
Okay.
yeah, that would be the
And that
meaning.
one was khalaqa yakhluqu, right? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one is to create.
فتح
This
يفتح.
is not a very commonly used word. Maybe that's
Okay.
why. I
Okay.
would even translate this part kathratur raddi. It's not worn out from frequent returning to it. Like you can go back to it so many times and it's not going to be worn out. It's not going to be boring. It's not going to be antiquated. Like you won't say, oh, this is old now. Every time you go back to the Quran, it's like, whoa, I just realized something new. You read those ayahs. I mean, how many times do we read Al-Fatiha in our prayers? And it's like, it doesn't get old. So every time you return to it, it doesn't get old. It's not worn out. It's not antiquated. It doesn't feel old. This is what the Prophet ﷺ said. لا تنقضي عجائبه. Its wonders never cease, never stop. You know, like, it's amazing. They never run out. ولا يخلق من كثرة الرد. And it is not worn out. It is not antiquated. It doesn't get old from frequent returning to it. Right.
Okay. Then kasra. Okay, one thing more. This Wamaza Sayyar al Nasu, it is falling in the khabar bucket.
From
There is a wow.
Sayara.
Yeah, so there's a wow, so we can ataf it to Maza.
Oh, if you, yeah, you can
This
do
one.
that. Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. You can say that this mother goes back to this mother because this
Yeah.
wow is harf ataf, and you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I have a question about the question. No.
Bismillah.
But no.
Yeah. Inshallah, we'll get there. I hope this part is clear. Any other clarification? Yes, go on.
Once translation, this whole jumla.
Okay, let me do it. Let
Some-
me first of all clear it because I feel like I've drawn too much. Like it's so chaotic. Okay, so ومن يدري ماذا سيجد بعد, and who knows what would be found later on في دراسات القرآن الكريم, in the studies of the Noble Quran. وماذا سيرى الناس في عجائبه, and what will people find? I'm translating sayara as find. You can also translate it as see, because again, this word yara, it can be translated in different meanings. It's like ja'ala, we translate it as to make, but it can also be translated to create and to have, it has several meanings. So I'm translating it in a meaning that makes sense. وَمَاذَا سَيَرَى النَّاسُ فِي عَجَائِبِهِ, and what will people find from its miracles? فَإِنَّ هَذَا الْكِتَابَ كَمَا قَالَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم, indeed this book, just like the Prophet ﷺ said, لا تنقضي عجائبه ولا يخلق من كثرة الرد. It does not, its miracles do not end, and it is not worn out from frequent return to it or frequent repetition. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any other clarifications or questions, or because I think that's a good
Questions.
place to stop.
Questions. Next
Can
class.
you say after? for Sayara?
Can I say?
Observe, like what will
Yes,
they find?
yes,
What will they observe? Because there has to be a
absolutely.
risk, like
Hmm.
they are seeing something.
Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. And what would people observe from its wonders? Yes. Yeah, I think that's closer to what the author is trying to say. Because when you're observing something, you're coming up with findings, right? So that's what he's
Okay.
intending to. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. So next Saturday we have Istifam coming up.
So yes, about that. Next Saturday I'm traveling, guys. You remember? So most likely next weekend we won't be having classes until I
Oh.
settle down, and then yeah, I will share in the group what
Okay.
my month will look like. But once I have more information, because right now I don't know what it's going to look like. Yeah.
I don't think so, Sister Ilham. You will find the time.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Because
bit hectic.
yeah, they're not going to let you go like from okay, 4 hours you study, go back. I think they're going to make you sit throughout the day.
Yeah, most likely. We'll see. Inshallah khair. Like, it depends on how tough the class is. If the class is really tough and I need to do extra work and a lot of homework and things like that, it might not be possible. But if the class is like Baina program, that was easy. I would be like, okay, fine, I can be able to manage. We'll see. I can't make any promises right now.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So we'll be having a new course then also, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, depending on how much I learn. I mean, if I learn istifham there, definitely we'll be doing istifham.
Oh, Islam has become like, like a bone of contention, like a Kashmir issue.
Yeah.
But luckily, we got 2 of the istifams today itself, sister, from the
Yes.
list.
Kaifa,
3, Alhamdulillah.
three,
Man
and
also.
we did
Kaifa,
man,
Man,
ma.
Ayyu. Ayyu.
Yeah.
All the 4 came today itself.
There's a time I
One
think we
question
did come. Oh, I can
Yeah.
share. I have a book. I'll share the snapshot of the entire summary of what this guy wrote. It's a basic one, but I think it's a good starting point. I will share it inshallah in the group.
For Istifham?
Yes, for istifham. Like a just 1-page summary of all the istifhams. Asma istifham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another Istifham. Why?
Just for your own
Why?
future reading if you want. Yeah, let me stop the recording, guys. Let me stop the recording. And then we can discuss more. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
I mean.